All right, as part of commemorating Africa Day and the 41 years of the 1976 Soweto uprisings that changed the face of South Africa, the Joburg Theatre and the Department of Arts and Culture will this week host the Africa Youth Day celebrations. Being held in different theatres across Johannesburg, the event will feature African writers, festival of world-class music, dance, word and song mastery. To tell us more, we're joined in studio by Roshnie Moonsammy, the project coordinator, and Steve Dyer, his acclaimed composer and saxophonist who is leading the African collective band, Mahube. So good to have you. Welcome, both of you, to the studio.
Thank you.
Steve, you're the founder of Mahube, featuring musicians from South Africa, from Mozambique, from Zimbabwe. How was this whole musical concept formed?
Well, it was formed 20 years ago, actually, and it's a collaboration and a celebration of Southern African music.
Yeah, which is incredible, because it's infusing different sounds. I mean, we live on one continent, but every country has its own unique sound.
Yes, well, it started when I spent some time living in Zimbabwe, living in Botswana, and when I came back to South Africa, I found that very little was known of the music north of the Limpopo. And I developed some real musical relationships then. Yeah. And so Mahube was born out of that, out of the need to cross these borders and show that within the region we can have the unification of cultural sounds. That's
amazing. And I mean, Roshnie, I imagine that exactly what the group stands for is what this whole festival stands for.
Yes, because this festival is about unification and the great richness of the continent and the African diaspora. So we have fantastic bands like Steve's band, Mahube, fantastic singers on Mahube, Hope Masike, Zisha Langa. And then we have the Parlotones and also Paco Sere and the African Collective, which is like made up of like the world's best of African musicians who are based outside of the continent, from Mali to Paris to, you name it, to the Ivory Coast. And they also perform in Cape Town. So Joburgers and Cape Townians are very, very blessed.
Oh, I can imagine. Listen, I mean, you've been telling me a little bit about Paco Sere, and I mean, being acclaimed as one of the world's best drummers. This must be an experience of a lifetime for anybody to watch him perform.
He's a phenomenal drummer. He's really, and musicians love him, and people love him. He's a left-handed drummer, and he's played with from Mick Jagger to Nina Simone to Marvin Gaye, you name it.
He's done
and
it.
We've asked him to do a special band for us. So we have Etienne Mbappe, who's played with the late Joe Zawinul. We've got Chek Tidiane Sek from Mali. We've got Ali Keita on the big balafone. It's just an amazing collective of African musicians that we're bringing together for the Joburg Theatre for this Friday and Saturday. And they go out to Cape Town on Sunday at the City Hall. In collaboration with Making Music. So it's a phenomenal weekend of great music, and the Parlotones and Nati, of course.
I love the mix. I love the mix. I just think that's truly African when you're blending so many different sounds into one festival, and people just absolutely love it. Mahube, I mean, you guys, as you say, 20 years you've been going for. How have you managed the longevity of it all?
Well, Mahube is a collaboration, and so you can imagine that it's very difficult to keep the same group of people together.
Yeah.
So what we've done in the new rejuvenation of Mahube is brought in some of the new voices. If you look at what's happening, there are really exciting things happening within the youth in South Africa and Southern Africa. So what we have done is to get some of this youth. For example, we are featuring Sia Makuzeni, who is a trombonist and great singer, who is Standard Bank Young Artist for Jazz. Zisha Langa, who's from Mozambique, a great singer and dancer. Hope Masike, who plays mbira. So what you're finding in the youth is that females are not only singers anymore, but they're instrumentalists.
That's incredible.
So what we want to do is to celebrate the culture and have the roots, but also have the new young voices that are coming out within the region.
Amazing. Roshnie, quickly, we're just running out of time here. I mean, we've got It's a very significant festival, I must say, because it's celebrating Africa Day, which is a big thing. And also, I believe that the event is commemorating the 41 years of the Soweto uprisings.
Yes, and we have a fantastic literature program in partnership with the DAC. And one of the famous artists coming out is Claudia Rankin, who will be doing a talk at Soweto Theatre on the 14th of June. And she's a phenomenal, she's won various prizes and looking at Black Lives Matter, race, poetry, so a whole selection of contemporary issues and contemporary politics that are affecting everybody, but also looking at the way forward for young people as we engage with our world.
Amazing. So tickets, where do we get them from?
At TicketWeb, and they're very cheap. They're like 120 to 150.
Excellent.
And all tickets are available, and it's this weekend, Friday and Saturday at the Joburg Theatre, and Sunday at the City Hall from 6 o'clock. And all tickets are at TicketWeb.
And then it continues on the 13th and 14th of June as well.
And yes, and the DAC has a whole program of writers' programs throughout the country.
Wonderful. Absolutely amazing. I think this is something that you must add into your diary. If you're free, available this weekend, go for it. Fill up your calendar with this. You won't regret it. Steve, thank you. And enjoy the festival. Enjoy performing for audiences that love you. Thank you so much. And Roshnie, thank you very much for being with us here on the program. All right, let's take a break. We've got a lot more about